Hey everyone, welcome to another video. And in this video, we'll be walking through TrustShop and an integration with Dollarback. So TrustShop is a reviews app, and we'll just go through their product page together. So here they market themselves as a review app. They solve for reviews and are a very large player in the space, right? So they're an alternative to apps like Judge Me and many others, right? So they solve for reviews on your store. So once for this purposes of this tutorial, I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna assume that you have already had TrustShop and Dollarback app set up. If you have not, just make sure to at least set up these two parts, which is one, the integrations between the two apps. So first, you need to ensure that you go to the Dollarback app, go to integrations, right? And in the integrations, make sure you enable Shopify Flow integration, right? And the second part is go to TrustShop reviews, right? And then go to settings and pricing, and then go to inside that, go to integrations, go to Shopify Flow, click integrate now. I'm pretty sure it's already integrated, right? By default, it should be integrated out of the box. If there's any trouble, please feel free to hit up TrustShop team. Now, the next step here is to create or edit a flow, right? So in the flow, basically what we will be doing is we'll be setting up a flow together where we'll be integrating TrustShop reviews with store credit. Now, the purpose of this flow would be to send TrustShop will notify Dollarback whenever the customer leaves the review, and instantly when the customer left the review, you can configure it in such a way that it can give X dollars or X store credit, X amount as store credit to your customers, right? So here we go. Let's go through this flow together. Let's edit it. So just gonna change it out. TrustShop reviews, new review received. Now for the most cases you don't need to set up all these extra things, so let's see how if we can integrate them directly together. So when TrustShop new review is received, then what we will be doing is place deposit store credit. Now the problem here, if you notice, is that this trigger, right, this action will not work because the customer data is not being sent by the apps triggers, right? That is that TrustShop apps trigger. It's not sending the required data to us. So for this case, let's see what variables they're sending. They're sending the product, they're sending the email address of the reviewer. So that should be more than enough for us. So let's say just remove this customer email, change it with email, and that should be enough. So here we're going to create a simple workaround for cases in which they don't pass the customer object, right? So basically in this case what we can do is go to the then connect it to an action. In this action you will select basically get customer data, and in this make sure you sort the data by ID ascending, and match the number of customers is set to 1. And then you can do as they've asked us query to filter the data. Choose advanced from the drop down list. In the query just type ID colon, and then in the liquid braces just write email as a variable, right? Because they've used that variable. The next one is that we have to use a for loop to flatten it out, because this will return an array. And in this for loop what we have given is the item as get customer data, the previous node. And then in the for loops output, that is repeat for each item, we have basically used deposit store credit. And in over here you can actually set up what is the amount that you want to give per review, right? And how and when it should expire, like how many days after this should it expire. So it's a very simple flow, and you can just set it up. You can even create something more advanced if you like, or go beyond, right? If you have more conditions to add, you can feel free to add this. But this just gives a glimpse into how you can set this up easily using Shopify Flows. If you have any questions or any doubts regarding how this integration is expected to function, please feel free to reach out and we should be able to help.